I want to say it's been 5 years since I got acute Lyme, and I was totally out of my mind. Um, Went through a 3 day period where I don't remember. Like I was walkie-talkie functional, like went to work, was still at the nursing home, did my job, felt like I had the flu, but don't remember 3 days. Since then, it's been sort of a long battle to get it under control, and it is right now. Um, if I have good sleep, enough exercise, the right amount, I no longer do the half marathons I do. Grinds me down too much, but I do jog and do other physical things, and good nutrition. But I'd gone through taking the antibiotics for a long period of time. That grinds down your gut and just your whole. It's just hard on you. When you get to a point where you don't necessarily need to be on the antibiotic, um, but you want to maintain being okay and having minimal symptoms. I've not been able to get rid of the symptoms totally, but there's a book out there. The guy's last name is Rawlings, I think. He's in North Carolina. He's actually a physician that got it. My dad got the book, but it's about chronic Lyme. And what he advocates for is using a bunch of different herbal supplements. And I'm going to go through each of these and just name them. Um, I would say the most important one, and this is not an herbal supplement, but this is vitamin D, and it has tremendous impact on your immune function. Having good vitamin D in your system. Most Americans are deficient in vitamin D, and it's the building block of so many different important things in your body. So I pack this little daily tray of morning and evening, and I usually have two of these in the evening. Stevia is actually something that kills the Lyme bacteria, which there's a bunch of different spirochete. It's like a corkscrew bacteria. It's the same structural design as syphilis, which I guess when syphilis was a bigger issue in humanity, once you got it, you had it. It's a tough design of of bacteria to really kill, but stevia keeps it down. I don't use it as a sweetener. I just it's got a little dropper, and I just put it in my mouth and take it. Resveratrol is like it comes from. I don't know if they actually take this out of red grapes, but it's the same stuff that's in red wine that's good for your heart. Lyme disease can be hard on your heart muscle. It'll actually live in your heart muscle and give you chest pains and But I figure that's a good one to take. Ginger is good for so many different things. I won't even begin to list what ginger does, but this is just raw, encapsulated, dried ginger. I'll also, do some things with fresh ginger from time to time. Like I make jerky and like fish jerky or turkey or chicken, and I use a lot of fresh ginger in making that. A bunch of these were just in the listing of, and we have yellow dock root, black walnut hull, cordyceps. There's a whole bunch of them that's listed in that book that covers, that talk about specifically what it is, and I lose track of what yellow dock root, black walnut, and cordyceps does. But a lot of them help with, I think cordyceps and turmeric are ones that help with joints, because the Lyme bacteria gets in your joints and just it actually goes inactive when you hit it with the antibiotic, and goes into like spore form, and it lives in your cartilage. But when it wakes up, it starts chewing on anything around your joints. And for me, it's everything on my left side, elbow, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, my left ankle. That's how I know when it's coming back, is I walk with a limp, and it's my left ankle. A good multi, this Living Green. If you break open one of these capsules, it's like a green goo, and it breaks open, and it's not like a multivitamin that's a hard pressed thing. I think a lot of those just pass through you, but when it is liquid or powder in a capsule, it releases better. Monolaurin, this one is coconut based, and it does a whole lot to, I can't even tell you how it functions, but I know that monolaurin is a really good one. It's actually something that the Lyme literate physician that I work with over on Maryland Eastern Shore, actually he's in Stevensville, he has given it to, I think he has Amish, people who are Amish that won't take antibiotics. They come to him and they get the monolaurin if they get the flu, and apparently it cuts how long you have the flu in half. I don't know exactly what it does, but monolaurin is some good stuff, and it's coconut based. Cat's Claw is another herbal supplement. I can't even remember specifically what it does. Blue Skullcap is another one. It's a flower based one. And this last one is probiotics. So your probiotic is something that it reintroduces the good bacteria to your gut, to your whole digestive system. And having a regular probiotic, I think, helps with your immune function more than anything, because we're just inundated with all sorts of different bacteria in nature, and obviously the Lyme disease is that bacteria that enters your body and your bloodstream and then just moves wherever it wants to. When you have an abundance of non-harmful bacteria, beneficial bacteria, and some of them do important things like provide you with vitamin K, which is a clotting factor in your blood. I think there's a whole lot about our natural bacteria in our gut that we know nothing about yet. We just haven't figured it out. But I know that, my immune function, with, it says what, 18 live strains of beneficial bacteria, it's important to have a probiotic. Traditionally, you get, foods like yogurt that are probiotic in nature, and that's good too. But having a supplement that's based on that is important. So, if you know someone who has Lyme disease, maybe share this with them. I feel negligent in not being able to rattle off the title of the book. That I got this list of herbal supplements. It's something that just maintains your health when you're in that chronic phase, and it's working for me. I'm as healthy as I've been, with chronic Lyme in a long time, and these items really help maintain that. So if you know someone that has Lyme disease, point them in my direction. I'm happy to talk with people, and just share my experience and what's working for me. So while you're out there in the woods and on the water, I use the Sawyer brand. Permethrin is the chemical spray. I spray my clothing, not my skin, and it works. It keeps the bugs off me. It works down at Caddo Lake when I was chasing after Matt Ball and Tim Isaacs and, you know, filming what was going on there at the national championship. Works here at home. It works when I go up on the Susquehanna, which is, I'm pretty sure, where I contracted the, like I look at the timeline and of when I got it. And, you know, Pennsylvania and Maryland are, I know in the past, have been number 1 and number 2 with regard to new cases of Lyme disease in the nation. So we're certainly in the mid-Atlantic here in a hot spot for there being a whole lot of Lyme disease. And it's commonly misdiagnosed as, you know, everything from MS to the flu to anything. The key is if you have lots of crazy weird symptoms, you know, headache, fatigue, muscle ache, and you know, joint pain, skin rashes. Certainly if you see the bullseye rash on you, that's where the bite happened. In hindsight, I think mine happened on my ankle, in a spot that's really hard to see. You know, get to a doctor quick who will probably give you the antibiotic treatment, which can work. It can wipe it out. In my case, it did not. But also in my case, that was the end of, you know, with just a regular physician that is not Lyme literate, that's the end of their treatment course. That's it. That's their one trick. Antibiotic, 1 dose, you know, 10 days of doxycycline, and that's it. They got nothing else. A Lyme literate physician will have more options for you. And if you get to the end of what a regular doctor says that they can do for you for Lyme disease, find a Lyme literate physician. That's what I did, and it's helped me in the long run. So, all right. Hopefully that helps someone. See ya.